welcome back to Cheeky TV. It's me, Cheeky. What a game. Why? Why must we do this? Why? Why must we be in this just rut of just not being able to make stuff easy yet? Like we are so what are we doing? Casemiro, you are way too experienced. You have been playing this game way too long, have been in way too big of matches to give the referee the option to give you a card. Don't fucking tackle him, man. What are we doing? You ruined such a beautiful half of football by us. We started off extremely well. We capitalized on their mistake finally. We score goals. And you just go back and give them hope again. Why? Why, my friend? It's so unfair because you can't even look at Amram and be like, yo, you should be taking him off for that yellow card because you're like, that's Casemiro. He should be experienced enough to not do that, man. I think 99.9% of the people watching that aren't Chelsea fans would say that that wasn't a yellow card, but it does not matter. That doesn't matter. Because the only thing that matters is that you gave that guy the option to make that decision. You put it in his hands when you should just not. Just avoid it. It was 2v4. They had two players. We had four people back. There is no need for you to have to win the ball there. Just defend. Like, hold them up and defend. And that's it. It's unbelievable that you gave the referee that option, because you made this game into like an extremely nervous game for both the team, the players, and for the fans, when we should have just gone on to win this game 4-5-1 maybe in the second half if we just keep our 11 players. Because Kobe Mainu would have played all of the second half, I believe, 100%, if you don't get a red card. So we would have been able to see Kobe out there with Sesko still up there. Sesko could have gotten his first goal as a United player. My God, why did you have to just do that, man? But we get away from all of that. Let's not talk about the negatives, because God, there was so much. There's still so much positive of our play this season. The results are not there, but there's still so much positive of our play this season. Like the decision of not tackling there. That's not on the manager, man. Casemiro should be experienced enough and smart enough to not make that decision. Apart from that, we started off the game extremely positive, just like we've started pretty much every game this season. It's correct call, red card. Sanchez is one of the players in that Chelsea team that you can say is weak. And then it looks like the manager just kind of wanted to save some of his players and didn't want to put them through that. And I mean, I probably don't take Palmer out because I think they're still so dangerous with him in. But I could see they said in halftime he came out with ice on his groin, so he's probably just making sure he doesn't further injure that. But I was surprised. But we continued to play well all the way up until the red card. Even in the second half, we were pretty much the better team. The only thing in the second half that was annoying was the fact that Dorgu just kept allowing Reece James to play crosses in. I am staying on Reece James's hip at that point. I'm not allowing him to cross the ball. That's their only dangerous play. That was their only dangerous play today, was allowing him to cross the ball. And you saw it in the first half. You have to have seen history of his crossing throughout his career to know that that's their most dangerous play. He's without Palmer there. That's their most dangerous play, is that cross from him. Like, why are we allowing him so much space? I don't care about any of the other players crossing the ball. Literally, previously to that, he passed the ball to Enzo. Enzo, like, puts a bad cross in, comes out, and then you allow him to do the same thing. And then Reece James puts a much better cross in, perfect cross, and they score. You don't allow him to cross the fucking ball, man. That's the only. Those are the only two things that I could really look at in that game that I would be like upset about. But the rest of it was freaking phenomenal, honestly. Like, we were playing well, we were creating chances, we took some chances, and then we just shoot ourselves in the foot. It's like, why, Casemiro? Why do you have to do this? Because we go into halftime 2-0 up a man. We are gonna finish this game off in the first 15-20 minutes of that second half. Like, I 100% believe that. Why? But apart from that, like, man, the Lid continues to play extremely well. I think you see the difference between like Euro's experience and the Lid's experience by how he played that position today. Lenny's still a very young player, and I feel like people have seen that he's a very good player, but don't realize that he's still extremely inexperienced. Like, that second goal against City, that was on Lenny. That's kind of why he came out of that game and why he didn't start this one, really. It's because he allowed that forward to turn inside. You never allow a forward to turn inside outside of your box. Like, you just don't ever do that. You have to always guide him outside. And that's just something that's experienced. Kid's 20 years old. He didn't even start the full season last season with our team. And now he's starting in a different back three. Like, it's going to take him some time to get there. But you could see that he has all the potential. You see that there's a fantastic player in there. But you could see that just by the Lid playing in that position after, like today, you could see the difference in his experience, how he got up there and pressed up high, and how he was like just playing the position, period. The Lid played beautifully today. I thought pretty much everybody played great. We were so unlucky in certain instances, but we played really good. Really good. I'm upset that we haven't been able to see enough of Sesko yet, but some of the little things I've seen have made me really happy. Like, it's the small little things that make a difference, okay? While Højlund I didn't think was a bad player, and honestly, if he would have started in our games and it would have been like Cunha and Bomo and Højlund up front, like, I think we beat Fulham and probably Arsenal. But you can just see the difference in the small little details. Like, for example, that one touch that he lays off to Bruno, that Bruno should have played to Ahmad, and I think the commentators were correct in saying that Bruno was trying to get Sesko involved and get him a goal, and I think he forced that one a little bit because it was much easier to just pass it to Ahmad because he was in. And you see him after just like apologizing to Ahmad. I think he was just focused on trying to get Sesko a goal, which, like, I can understand as the captain. Like, you want this new young player to get on the score sheet, to feel good about himself, all that. But like that little layoff there, just the cushioning, just the touch itself, that cushioning is a perfect layoff to Bruno. Højlund, that touch would have been a little bit like rough. Like, Højlund's dribbling and touch weren't his best attributes. His best attributes are running into the channel, getting in behind the defense and shooting, and like just like making the right run in the box. But dribbling and hold up play and touches and stuff, that wasn't his like qualities. He was starting to improve, but that's not like his best qualities. Sesko, you could tell, is above him in that regard. I don't think he lacks in the runs department. I think Sesko right now at this moment is a better player than Højlund, and I can understand why they went after him. Like, that touch to bring that chest down, right? Like, it's not an easy touch. Like, it looked very Zlatanish, like just a really good touch to bring the ball down and then start to play. See, like, you'll see the little things in chemistry and experience and stuff right there, right? He does well. He brings the ball down and starts going at the defense. He might want to make a different pass to Ahmad than what Ahmad is giving him, and he's waiting for Ahmad to make that run. But they've never played. They've barely played together. Now that's a time where, as a player, you might go up to him and be like, "Hey, Ahmad, instead of like holding yourself out on the side here, try to go towards the goal, so that it makes my pass a little bit easier, because I could just pass it in between the defenders instead of trying to pass it like out to you, where this guy could like get in, like I'm passing a ball through, and now you're going towards goal. If you cut from the left wing towards the goal and you go towards the goal and I play that ball, you're in front of goal, you're taking a shot, compared to me passing it out wide to you, where you have a harder angle to shoot. Those are like the little things that could possibly be happening there, that like a fan might not look or think of and be like, oh, he's like, look at that, he just messed up, he doesn't know, like he doesn't have good decision making. To me, that will come with experience, because I've seen enough to know that, like, a bit like ability wise with the ball, he's not lacking. Like, he doesn't lack anything there. He seems to be very comfortable on the ball. He makes good runs. You can tell he might get bodied a little bit at first, because it is a new league. He is going to have to maybe bulk up a little bit and like understand that it is a little bit of a rougher league. But that's about it. There's like nothing else that he's lacking, except for just a little bit more experience with his teammates, and to just like gel more with them. And that's it. But it's looking really positive. Like, the meltdown that the fans have had, that these YouTube channels have been embarrassing, honestly. Have been embarrassing, because we haven't been that bad, like, to the point where I would want to sack the manager. Like, it wasn't like the players were going out there and giving no effort. It wasn't like we just looked absolutely horrible the whole game for the whole time that we've been playing this season. It's literally been that we just haven't either like finished, or we've given up goals that have been a probability of a brand new front three in the back, starting from literally the last season, from Amarim being here, right? Amarim started last season, and the back three, those three players are completely different, even from the end of the season. Well, the end of the season, probably like the last 3 or 4 games, was that back three, and then it's like that three at the beginning of the season. That's not that much time, and you can see why. Like, while I have extremely high like expectations of Lenny Yoro coming in the future, he's just not experienced yet to play that position. The Lit played that position today, and he played it beautifully. Like, even last game when they took Yoro out and put the Lit there, and had Maguire like stay there with City, there were like little instances you could see that he's playing the position just a little bit better. He just has more experience, he has more understanding, and that's something that I feel like people just don't care about or don't understand, and like don't see it as affecting how like results, because that stuff matters. Like, the front three, right? Because even if you just think that Amarim is, let's say, saying excuses for the fact that we haven't had better results because we've been poor in both boxes, I mean, stats back that up, gameplay backs that up. Even if you don't want to believe that, our front three is completely different from the front three that finished the season and even started the preseason. It's completely different. That's in that box, in the opponent's box. The fact that those three the 3 players that start up there haven't really played like even half a season. Like, you guys think that the same players Amarim has had are the same players we have now, and it just sucks, because it's not. Like, our front three and our back three are completely different starters than what we had really for the most part of Amarim's time here. Like, Luke Shaw started to get healthy right towards the end of the season. Like, Yoro and Delit and him and Maguire and Delit were kind of switching in and out. So it wasn't like a set, like they played every single like last 6 or 7 games together. It was like a little bit of a mixture. And Mazraoui was healthy, so Mazraoui was getting a little bit of playing time. And then the front three is completely different. You would expect a little bit of a struggle there until they gelled a little bit. We are 5 games into the season. Now we have 7 points out of 5 games. Is that good enough? No. Is that fair to the play we've like had for the season, no. I think we deserve at least another 3 points. One from Arsenal and two from Fulham. Like, if you look based off of our play. So you could really say that we have 10 points out of 5 games. That for this team would be unbelievably good. Like, if we came out and had that, I think every single fan would be going absolutely nuts and thinking we're going to fucking win the Premier League or something. Do you understand that? That was not the expectation. So coming out of these 5 games, which we already knew were going to be extremely hard to start the season, with a new front 3, a new back 3 technically, a new goalkeeper, to come out of that with 7 games, 7 points, 2 wins, 1 tie, and 2 losses, you couldn't have expected more from this team. You really couldn't have. And we still had that there. Like, we still, like, I think that, yes, some of the frustration that some of the fans have had to have to feel is that the points were there, and I get it. But then don't blame the manager. Don't, just give it a little bit more time, right? Because now we have 2 very winnable games that if we win, not only are we like, okay, now that's what, 3 wins in a row in the Prem, right? Now you're starting to build some momentum. Now you're like feeling extremely good as a fan. We're going to play against Brentford. They lost both Wizza and Mbuemo, so they're playing new players up front as well. They're gonna struggle a little bit. That's a team that we have to beat. Like, we have to go and beat Brentford. And then I forget who we play next, but that should be another win. But guys, like, we're so close. You cannot give up on this right now. There's not even a chance that you should want to, or like that we as a club should. There's no way. After the game, like that first half up to the Casemiro like red card, like, bro, like that's the type of like level of intensity of attacking of play that he's gonna bring once the team has more experience together and he finalizes it. Once he gets his final piece, and once everybody plays a little bit like longer together and gels, and it's gonna look really good. We actually, like, right now our front 3, we had 1 transfer window under Amarim, and our front 3 is exceptionally better than last season. Like, they're better. Each player that starts at each position is better than the player that was starting there in that position. Sesko's better than Højlund. Cunha's better than Garnacho, and Bomo is better than Ahmad. That's just the truth of the thing. And we still have Ahmad. You saw today how, like, if we have 11 and Ahmad's on that right wing back and they're going, man, it could be really fun. It could be really fun watching those 2 guys. Ahmad has to like learn how to play the right wing back position a little bit better, but he's like, if he has the motor, why can't he play there? Why can't he play there? I understand people might like want him to start there, but why can't he play in that position? Imagine teams that are like sitting back against us. Don't you want Ahmad to play against a team like that? You want both players to be able to take players on, right? And like make runs and do all that stuff. Like, I don't understand why we're upset about Ahmad starting at right wing back. It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. Whatever. Like, we're playing good, man. Amarim is getting too much blame for like it's just unrealistic at the moment, and the switch was incredible. And you YouTube channels, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see you YouTube channels coming out here and saying, oh yeah, amazing game or whatever, yeah, I believe in Amarim, no, I don't want to hear it. You guys are flip-floppers. You guys are whack as hell. You just like decided to just stop right after that game, and against City we weren't even that bad. So for you guys to just flip just means you're very emotional, bro. You're extremely emotional, and that's annoying. It's really annoying. It's like, you still have to think logically. You still have to ask yourself, like, yo, was that really that bad? Like, okay, we came out, we played okay against City at the beginning. Then from like the 10th minute till they scored, they did dominate us. Okay, but then after that, how was the game? It was pretty even. It even looked like we were going to tie the game up right before half. All right, so we were playing okay. Second half, what happened? Did we come out good? Yeah, we came out really well. And it looked like we were going to tie the game. And we made a mistake, and they came and scored. Now we're down 2-0 against City. We make a couple of changes. We're starting to go forward, and we get caught on a fucking counter. It's going to happen if you're trying to come back into a game against City, and unfortunately it happened. Whatever, at that point, game's over. The game was over at 2-0 if we don't go forward. If we just stay back, the game's over. We're not gonna score against City if we just stay back and wait for them. So yeah, we had to go forward. They catch us on a counter. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that dire. And the games before that, the Grimsby one, yes, I get it. But if you just throw the Grimsby one out, right? Because this team is still gonna be a little bit inconsistent. And to be honest, the players deserve all of the blame for that game. Like, I don't really blame Amarin for any part of that game. But if you throw that Grimsby game out, we haven't played poorly in any game, especially in the Premier League, which we were bad at last season. We're 2-1. We're 2-1. Like, let's get it. We're 2-2, whatever, however it goes. We're not anywhere bad, like poorly right now. We are. What are we in the Premier League? Let's see. Sorry, because now I'm just like, because yeah, now I'm just like annoyed at these people who just threw the whole preseason, the whole everything away because of like just a couple of results that didn't go our way. Like, it's just ridiculous, honestly. Let's see standings, bro. We're in 9th place. We're up to 9th place already. Obviously, there's games to come tomorrow, so we're probably gonna go back down to like 12th or 11th or something. But like, one game gets us back up into the top half. It's so early in the season and everybody's freaking out. Now we have 2 very winnable games. If we get 6 points out of that, we're probably like in 8th place, bro. Like, calm down. We're okay, and we are building towards something that can be special. So let's like give this team a little bit of time, please. Like, with the new players that came in to gel, because it's not like it's not like Liverpool, right? They bought Isak and they have the possibility of sitting him because they also bought Ekitike. But then they also brought all these other players. But they have the option of starting like Gakpo and Salah up front while you just integrate one of those guys. We didn't have that option. We didn't have that option because our front 3 was completely new. It's just going to take a little bit. It's just going to take a bit. But that was a good performance. Really good performance. And everybody should be excited to watch us play our next game. Because I know I am. Back Amarin, back these players, back this team, back this board, because they're actually all doing what we